Thank you for hanging out with me. Sugar Cookie Chapstick. We're going to do a look with the Nude palette today. Is it? Yeah, the I Need a Nude palette. And I'm going to do the face afterwards because I have a live in an hour. And I am confident we can have it all done within the hour. But in case something wacky happens, we will finish the face during the live. But I do hope to have it done for this. So this is what I Need a Nude looks like. Of course, you know what it looks like. I think I know what I'm going to do. But first, I'm going to prime the eye. I'm going for a soft glam look today. We'll see if I end up punking it out or not. I'm trying to do different stuff, y'all. As I prime the eye, I will do the intro. We have on Fenty brows, and that is it. And I have an eyelash over here that keeps curling under. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, this is always like an afterthought for me. I don't know why. MAC Color Excess Stay the Night is the shade, and this is one of the gel pencil eyeliners. On our inner rims, upper and lower, and for lower lash line, we have Stage 5 Clinger. And so we have everything else laid out. So, Fenty Eyeshadow Primer. Hello again and welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why? Because a crazy concept I have is that it's okay to be your authentic self. Your people will find you. Try not to feel like you need to act in a way other than you normally do or whatever it is. Just be your authentic self. And the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because that's what they're telling you in whatever video you're watching. Try all the things if you want to, but settle on what you like best for you. You set the standard for yourself. The bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that is the intro. I hope it resonates with you. There's two things I need to let you know about me. I do curse because I curse. The other thing is there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I do, for the most part, always say excuse me. I think once in a while one will get past me and I'm like, I don't know, and I just forget. Or I'm in the middle of a sentence and I forget. I mean, I don't know. But I do always try to remember to say excuse me. And so I hope that resonates with you. Not the gurgle, hiccup, and belching thing or the cursing thing, but the motto. The Crazy Troll Nation, what we stand for here. Be your authentic self and wear what you want to wear and rock it. So we're going to get in with this look, and we're first going to take, this is the eSum V27, the new ones, the slanted ones. The next one we're going to use is also a V27, but it's the silver handle, and this is the older one. And so I do really like these, the angled ones. So yeah, you know I bought some. So now I have like 13 V27s. Seriously. So we're going to start with Mia, this shade here, which from what I recall is, excuse me, a topper shade. But it does add that shine, that shimmer that people associate with soft glam. It's just like a nude, there, not there eye look with some shimmer on the lid. And it clicked for me when I was going through the Online Makeup Academy program because they asked us to do a look because we had homework assignments, y'all. Oof. I have a playlist for Online Makeup Academy if you want to see what my experience was going through the program and hearing the critique and what I thought about it. I did a look. For me, it was just regular. It wasn't grungy. It wasn't punked out. To me, it was just like a basic look. And my tutor said, because I had shimmer on the lid, it was more soft glam. And I'm like, oh, so that's what soft glam is. Just a there, not there look with shimmer on the lid. That's when it clicked for me because I was always like, what does that even mean? And I also learned the difference between high fashion looks, creative looks, and editorial looks because we had to do those types of looks too towards the end of the program. And so I was just like, oh. But when you look up editorial looks, some of them do look like what would be called, from what I learned in the program, would be high fashion looks. And so there is some gray area though, of course, and then it's subjective as well. But yes, I learned a few things. I learned quite a bit actually. So now we're going to take this shade here, which is the Lila. This formula, this one is so freaking smooth, and I didn't cut off the back of the box to see like what finishes was what, but this one is really smooth and I really like it. So now we're going to take the Lilah. Where were we? Yeah. And this is the other V27 that I just showed you. We're coating both sides of the brush because we're going to flip it either for this side or we're going to just come over and flip it over for this side. And we're flipping it back and forth now because it is depositing on this primer. The Fenty primer for me is a tacky primer. And so when people say you have to use your finger or you have to use, you know, glitter glue or glitter primer, for me, I don't find a need. And if I do want to amp something up, which I'm wondering if I should do just to show you, I use a sponge tip applicator because those for me do mimic a finger application. I just don't like using my hands for makeup. I used to back in the day when I first started wearing makeup, like in 2007, 2008. And as time went on, I'm like, no, I don't want to use my fingers for makeup. So this is what we have so far. We're going to take a sponge tip applicator and we're going to go into Mia, back into this first shade, because I just want to show you. And so it does amp it up. Yeah, it did. And this is what I'm saying. I have a link for these. I'll remember to put the link for these on down below. I do have a link to something on Amazon because once you're on Amazon, for my link, anything you purchase will count. But I will put the link specifically for these. And I think I'll keep this one permanently down there because I do use these often. So if you don't want to use your fingers for makeup, these are the way to go. And they do have shorter ones, but then people complain that they're too short. These I like because they're long. So now we're going to take the Lilah on the other side and we're going to put that in the middle. And this did make it a little bit darker. So it does work. So you don't have to do what people are telling you have to do if you want a certain look or to get certain payoff. But just try all the things if you want to, because it can be fun and interesting, and it is quite a learning experience to do different things. And so y'all know this is not me, but I am actually still really enjoying this palette, and I don't know if it's because it's still new to me or like what, I don't know. Now we're going to take this shade, which is Vogue, up here. This is an Esom T37, and we're going to go into that shade. Oh, a hiccup in a burp. Go girl, excuse me. And we're going to put this on the outer corner. I initially purchased this for my kit, and then I'm like, let me just try it out, play with it for a little bit. And I'm liking it. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it is unique to my collection, because I don't have anything like this. I don't know. Or I'm just still having fun just playing with it. I don't know. Because sometimes I'll use the palette once or twice and I'm like, nah. But this one, I just said oatmeal. Excuse me. But this one, I actually like it. We'll see if it sticks. If it doesn't stick, it will go in my kit, which is what I got it for. And I do have makeup sanitation spray that I purchased that's in my kit also. So that's not an issue. Using something and then sanitizing it, because I sanitize stuff in between clients anyway. And sometimes I'll do it in front of the clients just so they can be like, oh, wow, she's cleaning the makeup. But anyway, that's that. So this is what we have. It's hard for me to appreciate a look when my face isn't done. Let me know if you're that way too. And I know some people do their face second. I usually do my face first, but I didn't want to run out of time or whatever to do my face before the live. And I definitely wanted to get the eye look done. But here we are, and we do have time. I am sweating. So I am glad that I didn't do my face. I just have on skincare and that ointment for the redness around my nose. I do have a cloth down here. This brush, this is an Esom E45. And we're going to go into, we're going to take this shade. For some reason, I was wanting to take this one. What are we looking like? Let's take, Jeepers. Let's take Tender. Let's take Tender. This one and that one look the same, stone and mesh, but they're just different undertones, it appears to be. So we're going to put this up here on the top edge of the lid shades. Oh, wow, you can actually see the line. Because it's a taper brush. I love it. And so we're going to do the same thing over here. Wow. This line didn't show up as strong as the other side. I don't know why. There it is. You can see that line. Let me go back and forth and blend this out. Wow, y'all. Let me know if you have this palette. What are your thoughts on it? And so I need to put some more. What we're going to do, I'm going to take a little bit more just on the tip of the brush and just go over that line again. And I think that's why it came out that way, because we did just use the tip of the brush, where on this side we didn't. And now we're going to take, wow, I like this. I just don't understand why I like it. And this is why I say try different things, because you might surprise yourself. I am like seriously sweating. Oh my gosh. We're going to just wipe. No, we're not, because we have another one. We're going to take a clean E45 and we're going to take Mesh, which is this shade right here. And we're going to turn and tap. And that we're going to put up here. So above that line where Tinder was. And that looks a little ashy. Damn. I forgot that looks ashy. Why is my stomach grumbling? I just ate oatmeal like 10 minutes before I started this look. That looks a little ashy. That looks a little ashy. Okay, I'm not really digging that. Do I have another one of those? Please say I have another one. Yes, I do. I must have bought some during the sale. We're going to take Fair, but that's kind of ashy looking too. We're going to take Wit. This shade, tapping and turning, and we're going to put this on top of Mesh. I am like seriously sweating. And I almost forgot what shade I used. Sometimes I write out looks. I look at a palette and think of a look to do, and then other times I don't, like now. So then I'm like, what am I doing? And then I have to remember it. So if I do like the look, to write it in my notebook. So this is this, y'all. I still see this line here. And some of you are probably like, I don't see it. I think my brows are decent today. They're almost in the same place. Excuse me. But if you see me in person, you can tell there's like stray hairs over here and stray hairs over here. But the more but when I cover all the stray hairs, my brows look very uneven because they're naturally very uneven. So this is the look. Yo, I am sweating. I don't have a clean cloth. Well, I do have a cloth here, but wow, I am like jeepers. Okay. We're going to take Travertine. I was going to take Silhouette, but I think that would be too dark for lower lash line. We're going to take Travertine, yeah. So we're just going to swirl this. This is an Esom 31. This is one of my newer Sigma brushes. And so you see that we are going in small circles. And we're going to put this under here on top of Stage 5 Clinger from MAC. We might add more of this after we do the face. I'm not sure. Under the side feels wet. So we're swirling again. And we're going to put that over here. I am going to use a brown eyeliner for upper lash line. I know, y'all. I haven't used that in a while. But we're being sensible. And we're going for a soft glam look. Which I think maybe the under eye may kind of defeat some of that purpose. I do have some fallout on my lid. I think it might be... Well, I don't know. I was going to say from the sponge tip, but... I'm not sure, because when I layer shimmers on shimmers, that's usually what encourages more fallout. It is wet under this eye, and I don't know if it's tearing or is it just sweat. I don't know, but we'll see what happens after we put foundation on it. So this is the eye look, and I think it's tearing upward. Oh my Lord. This is the brush that had that, yup it is. This had that first shade on it, so we're just gonna pat it. This side isn't tearing, but just because we patted the other side, we're going to pat that side. I hope it's not really tearing. Okay, let me do foundation and concealer and powder, and then we'll finish off the eye, because I do have time for that at least. Milk Hydro Grip Face Primer. We're going to run 2 lines on this palette. clean off the nozzle because this is mine. It's not from my kit. And we are going to use still the soft lip from Fenty. I still don't like, I like how it feels on my skin, just like I do the soft matte. But being winter, I said, let me just try the hydrating one again. I don't like the glow that it gives, but by the time I powder down and do all the things, it doesn't look shiny anymore. And so I'm like, I could deal with that. So we're going to take our Ultra brush that they do not sell anymore. And well, if you find it somewhere, it's the number 12 Precise Foundation, it says. And we're going to make our soup. I don't know why I always say soup like that. Soup. We're going to make our soup. And we're going to do our lines with tapping the foundation because it's a lot on the brush. We're going to come up between our eyes just a little bit. Then we're going to come underneath the eyes. This eye is tearing because I can see the eyeshadow. Yeah, it's creasing. But it might not look too bad after by the time we finish with the foundation and primer. And maybe it will fix itself, at least how it looks, where it won't look like it's, since we're coming right here, so maybe it won't look like it's tearing, and hopefully it'll stop soon. And so we might go back and refresh under there, I'm not sure. And so now I am using the flat side of the brush versus just tapping with the tip of the brush like this. And this is how I blend out my foundation. If you have problems with your foundation leaving streaks with brushes, because some people say they always get streaks when they use a brush, I don't ever get streaks using a brush, and I think because I'm tapping. You know what I'm saying? And so if you want to use a brush and you always have streaks, like if you go like this, I don't even have streaks doing that. And it might be this foundation, I don't know. But I've never had an issue with streaks. But if you do, just try tapping and patting. And it does take a little bit longer. You're going to tap back in. But I like how it looks though. Yeah. I remember this one time, this was way before COVID. I went out with family. One of my aunts, she was always complimenting me on my makeup. And every time I wear makeup, I do get compliments. And we went out, was it her birthday? Somebody else's birthday. Excuse me if you heard that in my throat. And she had makeup on and she doesn't wear makeup. And so we were sitting at in the restaurant and I asked her, she had said, how my makeup look? And I looked at her and I was like, and I didn't say anything at first, because y'all know I say how I feel. And so sometimes I remind myself to take a minute if I know it's not like a positive thing. And so I said, the shade is really good, but it looks like you just like slapped it on your face and smeared it. And she said, that's what I did. I was like, oh. So a couple minutes later, she got up and went to the bathroom. And when she came back, she sat down and she's like, so how's it look now? And I looked at her, I said, that looks a whole lot better. She's like, thank you. She was like, I did. I just took it in. And that's how it looked. It was just, oh my gosh, this eye is tearing upward and it's starting to travel. But because they're all shimmers, maybe it won't look so bad. I was like, wow. I said, it looks good. I ain't asked her what she did. Because I don't think she had a foundation brush on her. So I don't know. Maybe she took a piece of paper towel or something and I don't know. I didn't even ask because I was just like, and it did really look good when she came back. So I was just like, wow, that looks nice. It looks really good. But that was funny. That was funny. I'm excited for the makeup class I'm doing next month. Somebody else RSVP'd. So I have like half a dozen people. Some male, some female, some gender fluid, some non-gendered. And so I'm really excited because that's the population I want to work with. And so I'm excited for the class. I'm excited to meet new people, to share my love of makeup. This eye is tearing. We'll come back to it and add more of those shimmers. Yeah, we're going to do that. So this is the Estee Lauder long title. Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. Y'all, I'm going to be trying a new concealer and a color corrector soon. And I hope it works. I was looking at videos for this particular product and I'm not going to tell you what it is. And that's how I chose my shades. And the site I ordered it from, they do allow returns on gently used stuff. So if it doesn't work, I'll send it back and get a different shade. And it was during one of these Black Friday sales. Today is November 25th, I believe. It's a Monday. So you see how glowy this is? I'm not used to the glow. I am not. But we're gonna powder down this eye. Oh man, you know what? Let me excuse me. Let me freshen up these colors now. We're gonna take some more Mia. That's not the Mia brush, because the Mia brush was the angle brush. And yeah, this one is tearing. This one is not, but since we added more on the other side, a little bit more Mia. And now we're going to take the brush that had Delilah on it, both sides. We're just going to put a little bit, and we're turning it over. Just going to put a little bit. Hopefully this will be decent. And so let's go back to the face. Now we're going to powder down with the Fenty Cashew powder. This dispenses a lot. One tap and it's like all this powder. Whereas with the Fashion Fair, I'm like, but I really do like this powder. So we're going to tap and turn, tap and turn, tap and turn, tap and turn, and then tap off away from my face. We're going to do under eye first and around our nose first, because that's where we put the concealer. And then we're going to use the side of the brush and do the face. And so you see it does take the shine down, which I love, because I don't like looking shiny like that. Because to me, in my mind, what I see is grease or like oil. And I don't like that look. And now because it is some here, we're just going to tap and turn, tap and turn. Look at all of that. And we're going to powder down the forehead, making sure it's dry. No, I need more. Okay. This is, with the soft matte, it does dry down on its own, but this one I can still feel the foundation underneath it. I wonder how long it's going to take me to get through this powder. The Fashion Fair I get through, which is half the product. The Fenty one is, I think, 0.98 grams, and the Fashion Fair is 0.5 something. So it's almost half. But I get through the Fashion Fair in like 4 or 5 months. And so because I do have to use more of this for it to set the soft lid, I'm wondering how long will it take me to get through it. The Fashion Fair PAO is 24 months. This PAO is only a year, but I do still think I'll finish it in a year. This eye is tearing upward. I can feel it again, because it is the only setting powder I'm using right now. So this is the powder. Yeah, see, this I like. And I do like that Estee Lauder for this area of my nose. It's not a match for underneath my eye, which is why I was like, let me just try this other, the color corrector and the concealer. Because I don't use a color corrector now, because this actually does both. So we're going to take MAC, let me put these brushes away. We're going to take MAC Fluid Line, dip down is a brown, and that's what this looks like. And we're going to put this on our upper lash line. Someone's telling me I probably should use a black, but I don't even see that color on my lower lash line. I mean, I can tell there's something there, but it was one of those colors that doesn't do too much. This is tearing upward. Hopefully it'll stop soon. And we're just going to put this on our upper lash line. So this is my interpretation of a soft glam look. And I'm laughing because, I don't know. I just think it's just like a regular basic they're not there type of look with some shine. And I see it everywhere. How to do this soft glam look. How to do this soft glam look. I'm like, I'm going to take that title. This is how I do my soft glam look. So... because to me, it's just a basic look. But y'all know it's a name for everything. I'm trying to figure out the way I do my cut crease without cutting the crease. I'm calling it the troll cut crease. But, because I haven't seen anybody except world-renowned makeup artists do that. And they do just call it a cut crease. But I don't want to call it that here on YouTube, because YouTube, everybody uses an additional adhesive to cut the crease, whereas world-renowned makeup artists don't. And so I don't, because I'm like, I'm going to do what they do. Not that I'm them, of course. I am not world renowned anywhere except in Trollville. And so This is what we have. We're going to do a small wing. This is the MAC 210 brush. Ooh, that's nice. And then this one will come out jacked up. Or not. This one always comes out wider than the other side. Like this part right here is always wider. But you know what? They both have an accidental swoosh, but they look the same, which is good, except this one is thinner. So we're going to make this one thicker. Yeah, they actually look the same though. This one's still a little bit thinner, and I'm gonna leave it. No, I'm not. I think I just figured out why. This one I came from lower lash line. This one I came from the corner of my eye versus lower lash line, which is down here. I came from up here. This side I started down here. I just figured that out. Thank you. It really helps me doing looks because I be figuring out stuff. All right, so we're powdered down. What time is it? Okay, we still have time. I'm gonna do mascara now so I don't forget. Even though it's sitting right here. This is a Beyond mascara from City Beauty. I do like it. I do post when they have sales because their stuff is expensive. I really do like the mascara. I do really like the City Lips. I just touched my skin, so we're gonna let that dry. And then after it dries, I see beads of sweat. After it dries, we'll take a lipstick applicator and just flick that off. And that's how you clean up mascara. Just wait for it to dry, because then it'll just flake off. If you have long nails, you can use your nail. You can use like a thin brush, something like this one. Or for me, I just use a lipstick applicator because I have nubby nails. Ta-da! This nail company kept messaging me. It was nail stamp art or something. And I'm like, I don't even do my nails. And so I didn't respond back, and then they sent me another email saying, oh, we haven't heard from you. And I'm thinking, take a hint. But I said I don't do my nails, because I'm not going to accept product for something that I don't normally do. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, I said, I don't do my nails. I keep them really short. I don't even paint them. And so then this is kind of, I've never had this happen before. I think I didn't wipe off enough off the brush, because this is looking, it's looking like false lashes, but it's borderline clumping, but it's not clumping. Some of my eyelashes are sticking together, which has not happened before, but that just means there's a whole lot of product on this brush. I love the look though, because they do look like falsies. I might do this again. Look at it. Oh! And so all I did was take some off the tip. I didn't take any off of the wand, which is like an hourglass shape. I didn't even know that could do that. Like, that has never happened. So then they emailed me back. This was months and months and months ago. She emailed me back saying, oh, we're sorry. You know, you don't want to work with us and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, did you read what I wrote, lady? So I emailed her back saying, it's not that I don't want to work with you. I'm just not your demographic. I don't do my nails. And so it would not make sense for me to accept nail art stuff because I don't do my nails. I said it wouldn't make sense for me to do that. And she wrote back, oh, it's great to hear you would like to work with us. You know, here's our Amazon page or whatever, and you can pick from any one of these nail art kits. And I'm like, I really don't think whoever was reading emails, their first language was English. So then I wrote it back again saying, I do not do my nails. I said, if you have any makeup products, I'll be more than happy to work with you, but I don't do my nails. So she wrote back again, oh, well, if you change your mind. Well, and this went on and off for like 4 months because they kept emailing me. Just want to know if you changed your mind. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, and I saw other YouTube channels where they were like featuring their stuff. So it's not like they didn't have other content creators. Look at this mascara. Other content creators promoting, I guess, their stuff or showing their stuff. but they were people who actually did their nails anyway. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do something that I don't normally do. This mascara, y'all, what? Okay, I'm running out of time. This video might be a standalone video, or we'll just do something else really quick. I have everything else out that I'm going to use. We're going to use, I'm wondering if I should leave this like this and finish my face during the live. That's what I think I'm gonna do. But what I have out, excuse me, Deep Level 11, Deep Level 9 from Haus Labs. We have out Lavender Blonde from Haus Labs, and Golden Pyrite from Haus Labs. This is the highlighter. And we also have out Chocolate Opal to lightly dust over the face. And we also have Mood Light. I'm gonna put this on in the video because this I was skeptical about, and then I really liked it, so I am going to do that for that, so that they can see what's going on, so they can see what I see. I think I want to spray my face. We're wiping off some chapstick. I think I put this with the look that I did at Baltimore Playhouse. Squirt first. I didn't used to cover my eyes, but I started to because I realized that when I would spray my face, it would cause my eyeshadow to crease because I would open my eyes right away. So what are we doing? Lips. We're being real sensible. Soft Glam, y'all. Soft Glam. We're taking Atomic Shaker Haus Labs, and this one is Rosewood Shine, and it's described as a rose mauve. So you shake it up. I don't know how long. We'll shake it up. Oh boy, y'all, I really, let me know if this is Soft Glam. Wait till we do the lip. I know I'm quiet. For the class, if the attendees allow me to take pictures, this is nice. I will have pictures to show you, or I'll just put them on my website. I think I decided to keep my website, but I think I'm going to move it to WordPress and take it off of Wix because I am more familiar with WordPress. And when I had my other websites, it was easier. Well, I learned how to work it. And Wix does not, it's not very, they have templates and you can't change them. Whereas WordPress, you can do a lot more things. So this is Troll Soft Glam. And because of how the light bounces off my face, because my hollow, my cheek is noticeable. And all I have on is the cashew powder and foundation. We have on no other bronzers, blush, anything. But you still see different variations in color on my face. Like, to me, this is like a there, not there blush. Just the way this looks. And even like my jawbone. And my nose, I never highlight my nose, is already shiny. And my forehead, like light just bounces off of it in different ways. And so I never see a need to do my nose or forehead. My chin doesn't shine, that's okay. But the foundation shade, that concealer, the powder, I'm feeling myself. So we're gonna go, let's take pictures because I will probably forget. And we're gonna hold up the palette and take a picture because I probably will forget. And so this is for my gallery. Can I hold this? Yeah. Thank you for that. So let me know. Troll Soft Glam. Did I do the damn thing? And so hang tight. I'm gonna do the outro just in case we don't come back. I'm gonna put the look I did at the Playhouse, and well, I'll put that after this one. So I will put this as the outro. So I'll just clip it in case we don't do another look. So, or I could just still put it at the end anyway. So anyway, y'all, let me know what you think of the Troll Soft Glam look. Did I nail it? Hey y'all, I went down to BPH. Before I did that, Baltimore Playhouse, BPH. I did a full tutorial base face, including brows, for the professional channel membership. And I'm not saying to join that one, I'm just saying what I did. And I think I had told y'all before that I'm going to do more tutorial stuff over there for the newer people or people who are wanting to learn. So joining this membership, the $2.99 one, I was going to say $3.99, but it's not. The $2.99 one would be awesome. So the base face that I did, I had in my, I know I'm going around in circles and I apologize. It's like 2:40 in the morning. I just got home like 10 minutes ago. I had in my calendar to do a look with I Need a Warm. So I took this with me. And so I will tell you what's on my face. And then I'll show you what I used from here to do the eye look. And I did the eye look while I was at the Playhouse in the same place I was before when I did the blue look. For some reason tonight, though, the lights were dimmer and I really was having trouble seeing. But what's on the face? Of course, the Fenty Brow. We used the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, shocker. Fenty Soft Lit Foundation, shocker. We used the Cashew setting powder from Fenty. For bronzers, I feel like I'm talking loud. I use both Caramel Cutie, because y'all know I always like to do that little slight gradient thing. And this one is by John Gal, and I use that, excuse me, for blush. We use this side. This is Ginger Binge. As a highlighter, we use Moscow Muse. And to finish the face, we use Luminous Light. Y'all, this one is Champagne Pearl. So this is the face, and I did this face, I think about 4:30 p.m. And right now, as I said, it's like 2:40 a.m. So what's that? A good 8 hours. 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 31. Wait, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. So 10 hours. I've had this face on for 10 hours. The lip that I did an ombre lip. I had on an orange shirt, and y'all know I don't really care about matching my makeup to my clothes, but I'm like, these were the last two to use, and I'm like, I'm gonna use these, damn it. So with the orange shirt, we did an ombre lip. So this we put all over, and we left the interior, like right here and right here, blank, and we put that there, and then we made sure that it was blended. Y'all, these colors ain't no joke. This one is 01 Always Red. This one is 126 Hot Pink. And it's pink. With an orange shirt. And I said in that video, I said I wouldn't do that for a client with an orange shirt. But for me, and those were the last two that I wanted to use to do the ombre lip with. And so I did it because I wanted to do it. And so that was it for that video. Where's that little, you know what, I can't show it to you because it's on the wall over there. That little canvas Sephora bag is shaped kind of like a triangle type thing. I emptied it. I took these 3 eyeliner pencils with me. I did not use this one, so we're going to go ahead and put that away. So what we put on, I'm looking to see what's where. On my inner rims, we use Matte Color Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliner Stay the Night on our inner rims, and on our waterline is the inner rims. We put Stay the Night on inner rims, upper and lower, and on my lower lash line we use Pool Shark. And so we took this palette. I did take the Fenty eyeshadow primer, shocker, and as you see, I did a troll cut crease, which is my faux cut crease. And y'all, the lighting, and because of the tones of these colors, unlike the blue silver look, those colors pop. These ain't popping. So I mean, and I used the mirror in the palette, and like I'm just sitting over there like trying to see, but I got it done. And so I do think you can tell, because usually when I do troll cut creases, the faux cut crease, because I don't cut the crease, I usually come higher up, but because I had to like look like up here, I couldn't see, whereas when I do it here at home, I look straight. And actually I tilt my head down because I want to make sure, let me get something to do this. I actually tilt my chin down so I can make sure I'm getting above my crease instead of going like this, because then it might be like closer to the crease. And so I did the best I could, and this is what we got. And so I think you can see it it being a faux cut crease, is not crisp because the colors are not very distinct, but this is what we got. So I'm gonna hold it this way. Hopefully I won't glare at you. What did we do? What did we do? Oh damn. Because I did the eye look, it was maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock. Saturday, because right now it was early morning Sunday. What did we use? I want to say Vim, but that doesn't look dark like Vim, does it? And I took brushes. Well, actually I took this whole brush kit. This is my travel brush case, and so I took brushes from there. But they're in the kitchen to be washed. So I do think we use this as the transition shade, and we did wing it for what I could see because the lighting. No, you know what? I did my lid shades first because we used the Fenty primer, which is tacky. So what I used first, I used this shade, which is Push. And so that's the first half of the lid. Well, first 2/3 of the lid. And this shade here is this one down here, which is Dynamism. And then we took this shade here, which is Vim, and we did the crease. Well, excuse me, the transition, and we winged it. And so that's what that is. And for lower lash line, we use from Namina this shade here, which, okay, so you see where it's like a green gold, and then it's that we put on lower lash line. And for between the transition and the brow bone, we took Fervor, this shade right here, which doesn't really show up on me, as you can tell, but I just wanted to put something there and also to blend out them. And we also use this shade on the same brush we used for up here to buff out lower lash line. And so that's what we used out of this palette today. And I do like the look. And even though it was in my calendar to do a troll cut crease, I still did it. I just was not able to film it. Inside the play space, phones are not allowed. And so to take pictures or to even check our phones, we need to go into the lobby. So I did take MAC Fluid Line Dip Down is a brown, because I'm like, that'll be really sensible. But I also took Inglot number 75. This is what we use, y'all. It was so challenging to do my brows, my upper lash line, because the lighting, and this one gave me a lot of problems. Like this, it looks okay, and when I smile, it gets eaten up. Same thing, so they're even. They both get eaten up in my wrinkles. But if you can see, like, this line is so janky. Like, if you look close, I'm just like, oh my gosh. But who's in my face like that? And I have my glasses on. So it comes out, and then it comes up, and then it comes back down. This side was cool. And I also took the lower lash line shade and pulled that out to here. So if you see some shimmer down here, that's that dual chrome shade. But it was hard doing my brows, y'all. I was just like, this is gonna look crazy. And I took the Esom mascara, so we put that on. And over top of the lip, I took this with me because I thought to put this on top, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm doing too much, I can't see, it's dark. So I just put Maleficent on top of the lippy, which it did wear off, and it is a lip gloss. I drank at least 3 20-ounce Gatorades, and I was eating chips coming home. I drank overnight oats, sipping through a straw on my way down there. So this lip has been through, but look, 10 hours. These Sephora lip stains are no joke, and I think they do say 10-hour wear, and it does transfer a little bit. It transferred onto the straw I used. I didn't check the bottle after I sipped it to see. 10 hours. It is bleeding a little bit, like the corners, well, like right here, but you can't see it unless you get up close. And why it's pink in the middle is because the shade is called Hot Hot Pink, so that's not it wearing off. That's the color. That's just the color. And so these actually do last at least 10 hours. And I never tested it before. And so this being a lip gloss, it did wear off. I'm going to reapply. Oh, it's right down here. Oh, and I was eating chips on the way home too. So we're just going to reapply this for you to see. Meanwhile, I'm going to put a picture up here of what it looked like. This looked really nice over this, those lipsticks. Because I know I like dark, right? Look at, oh my gosh. Y'all. Yeah, but all of this wore off. Oh, and I had a Twix. And I ate my dinner. I took dinner with me. Yesterday I made shrimps, rice, and broccoli. It wasn't the Chinese way. So even though it sounds like shrimp and broccoli with rice, it wasn't. Because it was the Uncle Ben's, the microwavable rice. you open it about 2 inches to pack it, and then you nuke it for like 90 seconds. And the broccoli I had was frozen. You just steam it for like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm a lazy cook. But the shrimps I did have to cook on the stove, and I dumped a bunch of seasonings from Penzies in it. Oh man, that shrimp had a nice little kick. And it helped make the broccoli tasteful, because usually when you buy a bag of broccoli that you steam it, it has no seasonings, no flavor. But because the shrimp was so flavorful, and then the rice from the flavor from the rice, which was like the chicken something seasoned rice or whatever, it was really good. So yeah, y'all love this lip. So this was my lip until I kept drinking Gatorades. And I did actually have 2 scenes tonight. One didn't work out so well, but that was okay. And it wasn't anybody's fault. There was a reaction. He had a reaction to something, and so I said, well, you decide if you want us to continue. And he was like, and he really thought about it for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then he's like, no, I think we should stop. And I told him I was proud that he chose to err on the side of caution, because some people are like, I don't want to disappoint you, let's keep going. It ain't about me, it's about you being comfortable. But the scene before that, it was really good. And I haven't played y'all in a long time, especially that type of play, which I'm not going to get into here, but it was fun. So this was the lip. And so you see how this added some depth to it? So I'm going to go. Y'all saw the picture. You see what it is in person. This has been on since like 8:30, 9 o'clock p.m. And right now I'm looking at the clock. It's almost 2:45. So these shades do last. And so this is my troll cut crease. And I like this one better than the one I did for the previous Natasha Denona palette, because it's not as harsh. Like this line is not as harsh, and that's just a color choice. The one I used, I should have used a lighter color. I don't know, but y'all know I'm gonna keep doing these full cut creases because I really got it now. Like, look, I know I'm fine. I'm as fine as good wine. And the face. The first scene I did, y'all, I was sweating. And I felt the bead of sweat coming down my face. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so the person next to me, she was in between scenes. I said, can you do me a favor and like, give me some paper towels? I had gloves on because of the stuff that I was doing. And I patted, and I saw like foundation and stuff like on the paper towel. But when you look at my face though, y'all, it don't look like anything's missing. I'll be doing a damn thing. So we're going to go for this section of the video. Hang tight. And I think the next palette is I Need a Nude. I think I'm still loving it. And I'm really considering keeping it for myself, at least until I get tired of it, and then put it in the kit. But I did initially purchase it for my kit. And maybe because it's new, I don't know. But I can definitely say that is unique to my stash, because y'all know I don't be having palettes like that. But anyway, so we're going to go. So hang tight and you'll see something else right about now. As always, stuff is popping up for you to watch if we're not going to add something else to this. So just hang tight, or just click something, or go to my page and watch playlists. And as always, I appreciate you being here. I really do. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.